And power was knocked out for hundreds in Trego County. Residents there are left with a huge mess. Our Greg Miller is live in the town of Waukeeny with a look at all that damage. Greg.
You know, and Deb, those power outages are still in effect, although we talked to a lot of folks earlier tonight. They said in the residential area, some of the homes that service was restored anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. And we've seen a lot of power crews going through the town tonight. Take a look. This is one of those cars that Jay was just talking about. Shards of glass everywhere in parking lots, in driveways. No car, virtually no vehicle was spared. On top of that, the further into town you drive, you're going to start to see more busted out windows and a lot of other problems like that. The storm swept through, and hours later, people are still cleaning up from all of the damage. Tree limbs and debris lie everywhere. And the people say here, if it weren't for the early warnings on their cell phones or their television sets, they may not have gotten out of it alive.
Rain and hail poured down, covering the streets of Waukeeny, and left its heavy mark on everything outside.
And we had all that hail, and it sounded like the roof was going to cave in on us, literally.
Crumpled car after crumpled car at a convenience store off of I-70.
My husband texted me and said, "Are you sure your car's totaled?" I said, well, I'll let you look when you get here and see what you think.
Back here because it was the safest place.
The general manager heard the warnings, so she crammed customers in the bathrooms.
I had to keep checking because people kept coming to the doors, and I had to keep coming out, and one people came that had a baby, and right in the middle of all that.
Even sending some of them for shelter in the cooler.
We stayed there and just tried to keep people calm. It was frightening.
Further into town, it gets worse. Entire piles of limbs and debris at least 6 feet high. And in some cases, entire buildings were lifted off the ground.
2 sheds are in Ross Jameson's backyard. One of them still standing with a 2x4 in the side.
I've never seen this type of destruction before.
The second shed blew in from his neighbor's yard, 1 block away.
If that shed would have hit me in the car, I'd probably be gone. Yep.
There's no confirmation of a tornado, but residents here are left to wonder and be thankful.
We have a warm bed to sleep in tonight, and our power's back on, so we're fortunate.
Truthfully, I'm just very thankful that I was inside.
Thankful they survived one of the worst storms they say they've ever seen.
We know several people in the area suffered minor injuries, cuts, scrapes, a few things along those lines. Emergency officials haven't been able to give us any more details than that as of right now. We've also seen a lot of roofing companies coming in here today because of all the damage that we've mentioned. It is going to take days, if not weeks or longer, for the people here to recover from these storms. Reporting live, Greg Miller, KQ News.